Hey everybody, this is IndieGeek and I am excited because today I'm doing episode 1 of my Kero Blaster Let's Play. This was something that I was hoping to do and I decided why not, let's do it. I'm going to start from a fresh save. We're at least going to go through the game once. I may or may not do New Game Plus as well on this save. No, this is not my first time. Thank you very much. So, we got Cat and Frog Inc. If you missed it, or if it hasn't gone up yet, depending on when I post this, I did pick Kero Blaster as my Game of the Month for May, which is going to come as a surprise, I think, to a lot of people who watch me regularly. Probably expected Transistor, so did I, until I played Kero Blaster and played Transistor. I feel like this is definitely the stronger game. But here we go. So, the President is angry again, huh? Recently, we've had nothing but trouble. Must be getting to her. There isn't a lot of dialogue in this game, so no need to worry about that. Good luck on the job. Here we go. Of course, we work at Cat and Frog Inc., which is great. What exactly is his job again? His job? Custodial Sciences. Oh yeah, here we go. Alright, so there are going to be a couple of points in the game where I will probably grind a little bit off camera. And the reason is, by the time I get to the end of the game, I'm going to want to have all of my weapons fully upgraded. So, that may be what happens. Okay, well I was going to see if I can turn the sound down. I actually can. I'll turn the sound down in the volume mixer just a tad. There we go. So you should still be able to hear it alright, but also hear me a little fine without me having to, speak really loudly. So, for anyone who isn't aware, this feels like the third time I'm saying it, because it is. I've already done this for my Game of the Month, and I did a Let's Look At. But here we go again anyways. This is the new game from Studio Pixel, who many people will know as the, developer behind... Oh, that's right, I don't have my jetpack yet. The developer behind Cave Story. And this is kind of their follow-up. A lot of people, myself included, kind of called it like their NES game to Cave Story's Super Nintendo, which is kind of correct, or their Mega Man game to Cave Story's Metroidvania, which is also kind of a pretty apt comparison as well. So, yeah, that's what's going on here. It's pretty simple, but there's a lot to the game, especially New Game Plus. There's a lot of really interesting things that are impossible to do the first time through the game that you actually have to be on a New Game Plus save to do. So we may look into some of that, but we'll see how things go. And how many episodes this is. I may or may not also Let's Play Transistor, I should say that here, because I know that's probably another thing that a lot of people are maybe wanting to see from me, since I Let's Played Bastion, did kind of a quick New Game Plus playthrough. I'd probably do the same thing with Transistor, just a New Game Plus, bare bones, just go through the story kind of thing. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. The first time I played this, I made the mistake here of upgrading my health, when it is a much better idea to upgrade your blaster. I believe health is 12 though, so I might grind out 5 more coins here real quick, just to be able to upgrade my health as well. If you are unaware, and have not played this yourself, or seen any of the coverage I've done as of right now, I should actually go like back the screen maybe. Yeah, this probably gives me a little better chance. You can't take... there it is, yep, nice. You can't take half heart damage, it's only full heart damage. So, that is always something to keep in mind here with this game. Everything does a full heart, so if I take another hit, I'm dead. So, obviously, I will be trying to not take any more hits. But the, the nice thing is that we can... Oh, and I died. That was stupid of me. That's okay. All that happens if you lose all of your lives is that you just restart the level that you're on. You don't have to like start from the beginning of the game or anything crazy like that. So, you know, there are some leniencies, even though it's going for kind of this SNES kind of, or I mean NES kind of vibe here. Alright. So, let's go ahead and now buy the heart upgrade. And then we'll be ready to go kind of move on here. There is like only one or two places that I really grind this well, and this one, but this is always a quick grind. I've kind of got my playthrough of the game down pretty well. I'm not like speed running the game or anything, that's for sure. But you see what a difference like upgrading our gun made. And then of course upgrading our health just gives us one extra hit, so we're more likely to not die. That's kind of the big reasoning for that. Alright. So yeah, that's what's gonna be going on here. Like I said, the grinding I will do off camera because it takes a good, 20 or 30 minutes to kind of get what I need out of the grinding, but it also makes kind of the rest of the game possible. Some of the last bosses in the game are extremely difficult. And if I didn't mention already, I will link in the description to where you can purchase this, and I would recommend purchasing it. I believe it only works on Windows, I could be wrong. But it's like $8 for the game, $5 for the soundtrack, or you can get both for $10, and I would certainly recommend picking up the soundtrack if you are a fan of video game music, because the other big thing that I mentioned is, as well as this being my favorite game of May, I think it's got my favorite soundtrack from a game this year, so yeah, this game has definitely kind of sold me. I think actually more than a lot of people. I think a lot of people were hoping for Cave Story 2, but personally I have found this to be much better than Cave Story. But anyways, let's just move on with the game here, why don't we? I think that is probably enough kind of background knowledge and all things that I've said before more than once. Alright, so this boss is going to be interesting. It's not the easiest boss, at least like when you're starting on a new game. But hopefully, because I chose to upgrade my weapon, it shouldn't be too terribly bad. I might die once if I'm not careful. Alright, so we're on the second phase. This obviously gets a little bit harder, but nothing impossible. And done. Perfect. So now we got another weapon, so this is cool. With each boss, well, at least for a little while, we get a new weapon. And there's 4 weapons in the game, at least in the first playthrough of the game. On your second playthrough, you can actually get a 5th secret weapon, which is really cool, and kind of why I said that the second playthrough really does change things quite a bit. So as you can see, the president is not looking so well. She's looking a little different from the last time we saw her. So you'll see that keeps happening. So President's still in a bad mood, huh? Maybe if you finish cleaning up the transport devices, she will cheer up. Here, take this. Ooh, we got a heart jar. It's basically like a fairy in Zelda. So that's all you get for your travel allowance. Where is he going next? Next is a place with a lot of greenery. Good times, let's do it. Watch out for mosquitoes. Alright, and you'll see that as we move on here, each weapon is kind of more suited to the next area. So like these guys, remember I couldn't fight them until they popped out with the other weapon. With the fan gun, you can just fight them right away. Like you can hit them while they're still kind of hiding under there. We're perfectly fine underwater, which makes a lot of sense since we're a frog, but just thought I should make that distinction because that's not always true in games. In fact, most games it isn't true at all. Actually, I guess the one thing I never mentioned across any of my videos is this actually has like really good underwater levels, which I think we all know how often that happens. This is another really good song too. Can't really think of any music in the game that I don't like a lot. Ah, that was my bad. I should have known that that happened. Yeah, this is actually going to be an interesting kind of Let's Play because most of my other Let's Plays are either games that I haven't played at all, which are almost always kind of a disaster, or haven't played in a long time, but this is a case where, like, I just played through this game, so I should have it, like, most of it anyways, pretty kind of fresh in my mind, so it should go pretty well. There we go. Too bad we don't have a diagonal shot, huh? Can do that, though. Perfect. Alright, if I didn't mention, I am playing with the Xbox 360 controller. You can totally do like the cave story thing and play with keyboard controls as well, but you know me, I take pretty much every opportunity I get to use the Xbox controller. I can't really think of a time when Xbox controller doesn't feel better than keyboard controls for a platformer. So, especially for a game like this, it's kind of my preference. I should mention I'm not like totally sure how long the Let's Play will go. I guess part of it depends on if I decide to do New Game Plus as well, which is certainly a possibility. I haven't really decided on that yet. Alright, let's get that. And that, thank you. And we'll take that guy out and go check out what we can get. Alright, I think we should be able to upgrade the fan gun. Yes, we can. And let's see. Okay, we need 60, so I probably won't be getting that this level. That's fine. Got plenty of opportunities to get it later. Pretty sure there's like a cat and frog shop in every level, so. Besides, it's not until the snow level that we really get to my, like, favorite grinding spot. So, yeah, anyway, so the game took me, like, I think 2.5 hours for my first playthrough, and that is with the grinding. So, you know, it's not a very long game, but I think that's a good thing in a lot of ways, because a lot of games lately tend to overstay their welcome, and I would prefer like a really solid 2-hour game to a pretty solid, or even just like okay, like 10-hour game, which is totally different from the way I used to feel about games, but I think this is probably the more realistic way to look at it. Damn it, I was hoping that I wouldn't have to use my heart jar just yet, but there it is, it's used. So, you got to see how it works. Yeah, I was really hoping that I could save it for one of the harder bosses, but I knew after I had lost 2 hearts, I probably wasn't going to be able to keep it. Oh, nice. Those are not super common, so glad that I could find that. That's just a 1-up if you didn't figure that out. Alright. Yeah, so anyways, I guess this, like, realistically, probably a 4-episode series, if maybe 5, if I don't go for New Game Plus. If I do go for New Game Plus, probably double that, or just about double it, maybe not quite. I could maybe get a regular playthrough and a New Game Plus playthrough done in like 7 episodes, because we're just gonna like tear through the game in New Game Plus. Alright, this is a relatively easy boss, especially compared to the first boss. I find this one to be much easier, although I'm setting it up pretty poorly. What I want to do is set it up like there. That'll work. Give myself a lot of opportunities to hit him. And done. Woo! And now we got our third weapon, which is a really cool weapon. This one's pretty interesting. So, I mentioned this, I guess, in my Let's Look At as well. I haven't really seen many weapons that do this kind of thing. So it like floats on water. It's kind of a really low shooting gun, which may not seem super useful right now, but you'll see that it is pretty useful. So, a little bit of a clever just kind of trick there, I guess. Alright, so we should be heading off to the third world here. Yeah, so like I said, I mean, once you know what you're doing, you can kind of go through this stuff pretty fast. And you can see our president is looking worse than ever. And also you'll notice her little pet is now definitely looking like one of the weird kind of like black things that are killing everything. So the president really is messed up, huh? Is the cleanup not going well? No, it's all on schedule. I see. 2 more areas left in the quota. Alright, well, let's do it. Don't bring us anything back. Alright, so the Ox Hotel. So actually, if you look, up there is where we can't get yet, because we need the jetpack. So in a New Game Plus playthrough, you can actually get there, which is pretty cool. So now you'll see where this is already going to start coming in handy, because there would have been a good chance of me hurting myself trying to go down there otherwise. But with this, I can attack things below me pretty easily, which is super cool. I think that's a really neat kind of way to do a weapon. Alright. Do that. Jump up here. We'll get some gold. Nice. Alright. So, I'm going to make these like half hour-ish, I think. It's probably about the length that I want to go for. Whoa. Hopefully that doesn't bother anyone. Yeah, gotta be careful in these sections. This is made much easier when you've got a fully upgraded fan gun, but this jerk will throw like books at us. Mostly because he's a jerk. Alright. So again, I will get some more use out of my bubble gun here. It really does do a very nice job of kind of clearing the way of things like this. Alright, is there a secret up here? No. I love all the little secret areas and stuff in the game. They're pretty fun to see. Yeah, you can also just get things from like way out of your range, which is the other like pretty nice thing about that gun. So, I do really love that all of the guns are very different in how they function. So there are definitely situations that work best for each gun. Alright. Nice. Yeah, so we should be able to afford something. Certainly, we'll be able to afford getting our next heart upgrade. Oh, here we got a boss, which shouldn't be too much of a problem. The biggest thing is I want to make sure I'm not standing over that grate when I kill him, otherwise I'll kind of like auto move to the next screen and I lose out on the gold from this boss. It's also important to not die. There we go. Woo. Alright. Oh good, it all fell down for me, that's nice. There we go, and there's our cat and frog. So let's go see what we can get. Alright, first of all, I think I want to get heart upgrade. Yes please, thank you. And let's see, these probably cost way too much. Okay, so I can almost get that. Let's see, do I want to grind that out? Am I in a good area to grind that out, I guess is the real question. I don't think I ever did any grinding here. Yeah, I think we'll probably just skip that upgrade for now. It's probably the best plan. Actually, this screen might be good. Oh, perfect, yeah, so maybe I will go back and buy that bubble upgrade. That'll be nice, because then we'll move into the boss of this level with all of our weapons at level 2, so that'll be nice. Sure, let's power it up. So now you can see that our bubbles are a little larger. Should be pretty obvious why that helps us out there. So, and I can kill the enemies on this screen again, maybe get a few more coins. Maybe not. Yep, looks like I didn't really. Maybe I got like another cent, but oh good, I made it. Alright. This guy I can get like this. So I think, you know, kind of the big thing to notice about the way our weapons work is that they've all got kind of different ranges, and that's one of the major differences between the different weapons. So it, you know, it does become kind of pretty obvious, like, when you should be using each kind of weapon and what situations are best for each weapon. So, all stuff to keep in mind, of course. Nice. Oh, nice, I got through there. The only other time I got through there without getting hurt was when I was on New Game Plus and had the jetpack. Alright, so I got him. I got that. And let's get this guy without getting electrocuted. Grab this coin, and then we should be pretty much golden here. Take out these few enemies, and then I think we're close to our boss. Yeah, this should be our boss here. Oh, no, we got this screen first. I forgot. Got a nice little chase sequence here. This one's easy, but there's a chase sequence later that is not so easy. Especially on this particular playthrough, on the first playthrough. Alright. This boss is relatively easy as well. I think as long as you're like upgrading your weapons, of course I know some people have already done like a 1 heart and no upgrades playthrough of the game, which is insane if you ask me. But people do crazy things. Good, we got our jetpack. So, now we'll get to jetpack. And, maybe we'll try and get one more level in here. Be nice. The next level might be, or actually should be, the snow level anyways. Maybe. No, maybe there's one more before the snow level. Because we get the jetpack here instead of the fire blaster. So our president is again looking worse than ever, so... yeah, we're just gonna leave without even talking. What? There's something wrong with the president. Alright, I'll go check it out. Not sure what to say. I don't know what I can do to help. We still have our quota left, so we just gotta handle that for now. Only one more place left. Alright, where are we going? The last spot is White Laboratories. Right. Well, probably. Alright, White Laboratories, let's do it. So we'll finish this level off, and then, yeah, well, I guess we'll pick up again next time. Maybe, oh man, I'm thinking I may have timed this out wrong. Actually, yeah, I hate to do this because I just said we'd keep going. But I think what's going to be best is to stop here. So, we will pick up in the next episode though, so as always, you know, since this is a new series, if you are enjoying it, then please do show your support by clicking the like button, leaving comments, letting me know you like it or not, things you'd want to see different, all that kind of stuff. Basically any comments that you've got. And of course, if this is your first video that you've seen from me, then if you like my content, then please do consider subscribing to see more videos every day. But with that, as always, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.